Hey, what's going on, folks? Clutch here. Welcome back to Dalton Valley. Dalton Valley, man. We haven't been here for a hot minute. I'll tell you that much. Folks, I've just been looking around. We definitely need to feed some sheep. We need to feed some goats. We're running low on food for all these guys already. You can see actually they've been munching away pretty good on their pastures, but I need to get some more hay for these guys. So I'm gonna start working away on that right away. You know what? Actually, well, we got you here. We remember to do this. We've got to always remember to fill these up, don't we? There we go. A little bit of water. Actually, it didn't take very much, did it? Let's go check the sheep quickly. I mean, those troughs are about 70% full, so I'm not too worried about it. You know what? The sheep are eating in some kind of a weird pattern. I don't quite understand why they won't eat this section. What's wrong over there with this, guys? What's wrong with this grass? I don't understand. Whatever. Anyways, let's get some hay going on today for them. We got to cut some hay. Hopefully we can pick that up by tomorrow. It's fairly decent weather right now. I don't know if it's dry enough or not, but if it warms up a touch, we should be good to go. So let me go take care of this, and we'll get some hay made. Let's do this thing. Bitter powder. All right, guys, we've got the John Deere 5000M series. You know what? We have not used this tractor for anything yet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I said, last time we were here, guys, we were busy making fields on the far side. Had to cut down a whole schwack load of trees, which was kind of a pain in the keister, to be honest with you. Wow, the turning radius on this is actually pretty good. Stop. Lower that all down. We're good to go. Yeah, look at that. That's actually not bad. All right, let's go over here. Now, I don't have a lot of grass. This is the biggest problem I'm running into right now is we just don't have field space over here. We really don't. I've got this little section right here that I need to start cutting as soon as I can. And once I don't know, like, can I cut inside the field? It looks like they're not going to eat that. So I should steal that from them, shouldn't I? And turn that into a crop almost. I don't know. Drop this down. Fire it up. All right, let's go. Actually, you know what? We're going to go with the left first. I want to see if I can grab as much as I possibly can here. So that's better, right along the fence line. That looks good. Cool. All right, so we need to let this cure for the day. Hopefully, like I said, this dries out and we can get a little bit of hay off this. It's not a ton, but we don't have that many. I mean, we got, what, 25 sheep and 25 goats or something like that. It's not a huge amount in the grand scheme of things, but we'd still need food for it. There was still some of that hay loft when we bought this place, before we bought any of the cattle and the livestock, the sheep and goats, but we're going to be running low pretty darn quick. Oh, I'm getting a little too close here. There we go. That looks better. Cool. All right. So this should get us through, at least through the summer. Even this little, well, maybe not, guys. I think this is going to be the issue. We're going to need to upgrade this sooner. We need to find a way to get more hay. Let me just cut this around the far side. Yeah, I don't know what I would have really expected from this, but we're definitely not going to get that much grass off of this tiny little field. We'll take what we can get, though. We don't have a choice right now, so it's all good. It's all good. We'll just grab whatever we can. You know what? This little setup's not too bad. Nice little tractor, nice open cab. I like that. Yeah, literally like a 5-minute cut, and we're done this field, guys. What do you do? Yeah, that hardly seemed worth it. I think I've cut bigger lawns, to be perfectly honest, but whatever. You know what? We don't really have a choice. Like I said, folks, we don't have any grass fields right now. There's just nothing out there. I can't really afford to buy much right now. We got 17-18 grand left over. I was trying to stay relatively, I'm trying to stay out of debt is what the big thing is here. And we just don't have money to buy anything. I mean, this field right beside us, I would love to buy this or to see who owns this, maybe and lease it. Let's take a quick look at it here. Let me just park this over here for a second. I mean, there's a fairly large grass field right this way here. This goes up and around. I think that's probably about maybe 15 acres of just grass right now that I don't know if anyone's doing anything with it. And then also back in here on the far side, you can see we have another field that kind of wraps around the backside of our farm. I don't know who owns this either. It's definitely not us. So unfortunately, it's funny that they've got road access in here. They have access off the back, it looks like, as well. But anyways, it's just it's unfortunate because I would love to gain access to these. Maybe we should go have a chat. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna head into town, see if we can find some information on this stuff. So I don't know where you guys go for your information, but I'll the local pub, the Whip It Inn.
Cool Whip? Cool Whip, yeah. You mean Cool Whip? Yeah, Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. You're saying it weird.
It's usually the best spot for information around town. I've got a number for the owner of that area. It's the guy. He owns a massive horse farm. Of course, you know what? A big horse farm that's right in the middle of the county. Well, it's not even a county. What the district here? What do you call it in England? We have a county. Is it a district? Is it a? I don't even know what it would be. Anyways, I've got his phone number, and well, I see a phone booth across the street. Let's just go give him a call, and we'll find out if we can make a deal. Let's go take a look here and see what I can make done. I'll give him a call here, guys. I'll tell you in a sec. Win $1 million cash. I could use that right about now. Oh man, let me get back across the street here. So I got some good news. Well, some interesting news. That field, he's not using it for anything. It's too far away from his horse pasture. He owns the property. It's been sitting on it forever. But he's got some other properties that's closer to his farm that he's looking to get some work done. And well, you know what? I offered the services. I'm more than willing to do it. So he just needs some fertilizer sprayed down there. I've got the capabilities of doing all that. I don't need any help with that. I can just go out and spray his fields for him. And hey, look at that. He's going to give us a lease land to lease the land to lease. You know what I'm talking about.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Give us access to that land for the year, so we can go cut some hay there, get some hay off that, and go to town. Yeah, relatively simple, straightforward. I like it. Let's go back to the farm. I'm gonna go hook that. We got the New Holland, or is it the Ford? I think it's New Holland. We're gonna hook that thing up, get our sprayers all set up with that, and then we'll get over to the field he wants us to spray. Oh man, I wish some of these roads were a little bit wider. Everything's so tight in here. Let's go put this over by the house. We've got, like I said, New Holland over there. I'm gonna have to remove the front shovel off that thing. We got the fertilizer right. Actually, you know what? I'll put this right in the garage, get it out of the way, and we can grab all the fertilizing stuff for it. Boom. Looks good. Looks good. All right. So I do have a bunch of fertilizer back in the back shed over there. We'll fill this all up, get this hooked up. I got to take off the front loader on this thing. Let's get this New Holland to work, guys. Let's do some spraying. Fertilizer's all loaded up into our tractor. We're good to go. Like I said, New Holland. We got the sprayer. We got the extra tank on this. I took off that front fork, or the front shovel. It should be good. This is actually a pretty good little setup we got going on here. I like this. All right. Cross over towards his farm we go. Let's get ready to go spray this stuff out now. This is a fairly big field in the grand scheme of things, but I mean, it's just spraying fertilizer, so it shouldn't take us too long. But you know what? He's going to give us access, allow us to cut take care of the grass and the hay over on this field for it. So really easy job for us. And you know what? Hay for the summer. We have more than enough food. That's going to solve our food issues for all our animals just by doing this one little contract. Smart moves. Smart. Big brain time. Big brain.
This is big brain time.
Now the question is, do we get in right here? Yeah, right here, right here. Look at this. Yeah, this is the field right here. Perfect. Open this on up. All right, this here is the field. I don't know what he's got planted here. Yeah, it's not coming through yet. So, which is good because I don't have any row crops or anything on this tractor. So that's probably a good sign. Let's pull on in. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Get these beacons off. We don't need to see those. And we'll start spraying, guys. Yeah, good sized field. This is probably one of the bigger fields. His farm is, well, you can see the building right there. That's his horse farm right there. And yeah, you know what? Biggest farmer in the area, that's for sure. So if we can get in good with his books and help him out, and he can help us out, maybe just gonna have someone around for future projects. You know what? That's always a good idea, right? Oh man, I wish we had a GPS on this thing. All right, away we go. A lot of spraying to do, actually. For the most part, it's going to take us a little bit of time, but fairly easy work in the grand scheme of things. We just got to get around this field, spray this thing all down, and then I hope I've got enough fertilizer right here. I hope I don't have to go grab some more. We've got more back. You saw back in the shop we can grab, but it'd be nice if we don't have to grab any more. We'll see. Oh yeah, look at the windmills in the distance there. Ah, that looks good. Yeah, this is actually down close to the beach. The row of houses kind of on this direction over there. That's all heading towards the beach. What do we have here? It's the horse stables right there. And oh, look at that. There's the show jumping area. That's right. I wouldn't mind giving that a shot. Can we get some jumping ones for maybe some dirt bikes? Can we do that over here? I don't know. I don't think that's going to be a thing over here. Oh, man, do I have to ride horses? Really? All right, one lap, one headland done. Kind of, almost, sort of. We're almost done. I'm trying to really make sure that we don't spray any of the grass. I'm trying to maximize, since it's all our fertilizer here, guys. I'm really trying to maximize what we use for this. Pretty close. It's pretty close. We're looking good. New Holland, dream to drive. It's a great tractor. Really nice looking tractor to drive, actually. This old New Holland. Guys, there's nothing wrong with this at all. I mean, I love the digital display. Look at that digital display. I feel like I'm driving a, what, like a DeLorean? It's almost like the display off that. It's actually not bad. It gives me all the information I need, and a nice looking dash, actually, for, you know what, this era of tractor. Let me spin this around here in a sec. We'll stop this, turn that off. Nice. Back her on up, and we'll head back on down. But guys, yeah, this is perfect. This is great. So now, if we ever got some proper sized fields, I don't know what else we're going to use a sprayer for. We don't have a use for it, really, in the grand scheme of things. We're focusing so much on just getting food for, well, our livestock, that I don't really need this sprayer for anything else, I don't think, do I? Whatever, it's all good. It makes life easy. It was with the farm, so, well, what are you gonna do, right? There we go. Looks good, looks good. Let me finish off this field. We'll have a chat with oh man, you know what, I didn't even catch the guy's name. I wonder if Gertie's already met him yet. She's usually pretty friendly with all of the town folk, if you know what I mean. All right, I think we're a little over halfway done. You can see the back section over here. We just kind of wrapped this up. We got to come down here once more, and maybe not. Who knows? Maybe I can just hide this little section. I don't have to spray this. He won't know, will he? I don't think he's gonna know that I didn't spray that. We'll see. The last bigger section down here, still, I bet you we still have about 30 to 40% left over here. But we'll get this done in a jiffy here. It's not, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. It's not taking us that long to get this done, guys. This is only the second lap. It's like a 20-minute job, and he's given us full access to that field. You know what? I don't think there's a better deal going. I mean, yeah, we spent a couple thousand, maybe $1,000 for fertilizer. It's going to cost us maybe 2,000. That's okay. I can justify that. That's still a pretty good deal in my books. Look at that. We've got a nice day today. It warms up a little bit. That 15 degrees Celsius. She's a little chilly. She's a little chilly still. Come on, get up there. Get that temperature up. I need to get some warmth here. I want to go sit on the beach. Okay, fine. We'll do it. We'll do the section. I get it. Yeah, it can't be cheap, can I? I'm just sitting there talking about how I'm trying to get into the guy's good books, and then I'm talking about how I'm going to kind of not do this section for him and kind of mess him about a little bit with the fertilizer. Yeah, you know what? You're right. We need to do this properly. Get her all done. We're out of fertilizer on the back tank. We've moved everything up to the front now. And we still got quite a bit up there. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be fine. But we're out of fertilizer on the one tank. I knew it was going to use that much. Let's be honest. That we knew that, but it would have been nice to get it all done with the one. But we still got, what, 359 gallons up there. That's more than enough for what we got left to do. There's not much left here, guys. We have maybe 1.5 passes, something along those lines, and we'll be done. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Done. I'm gonna go for a drive over to the farm. We'll have a chat with them and see what we can do. If there's anything else he's going to need from us this year, you never know. There may be something else, but I'm pretty happy we got that done. Looks good. Let's fold this up, go for a drive, and I'm going to see if I can get into that field that we're borrowing or leasing from him today. I want to get in there right away and cutting grass, because you know what? If the sun's shining, we could be making hay instead of well, anything else. We need some food for those. We need some food for that livestock. Let's go. All right, good to go. Let's open this on up. Perfect. Yeah, this is gonna be a good deal, I think, guys. This looks like a nice looking field. Let's go for a quick drive around it and see. But this is gonna be a ton of hay by comparison. I mean, literally, this is probably like 10 times the size of our current field, maybe 20. This thing is huge. He's huge. You know what? This time I don't even need to worry about getting nice and tight to stuff this time. I can kind of just get along the side of this, put the tractor on the outside this time, and perfect. We don't have to worry about it now. I can just kind of drive along the hedges here and go around the outside and not have to worry about dinging my mower, the swather, up into things. I don't know what's going on here, but this grass doesn't look like it's worth cutting. Weird. Well, that's all right. It's all good. We'll go up and around and all the way down the far side. This is the main drag right here, basically right behind this hedge. This is the main road that goes through the whole area, guys. And you can't even see it because it's all hedges everywhere, but it's literally, it's right, well, right. Hey, wait a minute. Is that out of the road pathway? Oh, it's just a little path that comes in here. Look at that. Interesting. I didn't know that before. We could kind of scoot through there if we ever, I don't think we'll need to do anything over there. Never mind. Who am I kidding? Anyways, we got to get around here, guys. And then, like I said, big field though. For us, this ain't bad. with a small little mower. It's like the perfect size for this. Gets it done in a little bit of time. Just get to hang out in the field for a bit, and yeah, we're done. Look at that. All right, let's wrap this up. I've got to go grab our little tiny windrower. Oh man, maybe I should. Oh, we'll finish. We'll windrow the first part first. We're getting a lot of work done today, though. Like, we're just kind of breezing through these fields. I like it. All right, guys, windrower is ready to be hooked up. We just have this little guy right here by comparison, so it's gonna take a little bit of work. It's something I would love to upgrade. It's such a small little windrower, and they're usually not all that expensive in the grand scheme of things, right? But I mean, look at the size of this thing. We'll do the small field here first. Maybe I can. Well, we'll give it a test. We'll see. Unwrap that all up, and let's go. There we go. Perfect. All right. Well, it's doing something at least. It's more than I can ask for anything else. I'm not a huge fan of these windrowers, to be honest. I like the ones that go more of like a middle swath. The ones that go off to the side like this always kind of mess me up a little bit, I find. I should be going the other direction instead of pushing this up against the fence line, shouldn't I? Ah, it's too late now. It's too late now. Ah, it's all right. Whatever. We'll make it work. This is such a small field, like I said. This little tiny field, a couple passes like this, and we'll be good to go. Just need to wait for this to cure and turn to hay now. That's really going to be the bigger problem. But man, we're not getting a ton off this. Like, really, that's not a lot. Just looking back right now. Yeah, that's not that much. Oh well, it's still better than nothing, I suppose. But I was kind of hoping for a little bit more than what we're getting right here. This is, look at those piles. There's nothing there. That hardly seems worth it. And not to mention I'm missing a whole bunch as well. Yeah, that really hardly seems worth it, guys. I'm struggling to, well, whatever. We need food. We don't have a choice here. It's either that or we're buying hay, and I really don't want to be buying hay. That just seems like a waste of my time. We got to figure out how much we're going to make off this stuff, if it's even worthwhile. Maybe there's a reason why old Gramps here wasn't really interested in keeping this farm going. Maybe that was it. I don't know. All right, well, that's a wrap with that, but I do not enjoy, this is not a fun windrower to use. It is such a pain, and we're missing so much. You know what, it does what it needs to do, but well, let me go make a phone call here. I'm gonna go see instead if we can maybe borrow a windrower from, well, the owner of that land. We'll see if we can borrow one. He's got a ton of equipment. I'm sure he's got something that's not being used. He won't mind us borrowing. Like I said, making inroads. All right, well, that should make life a little bit easier. That's at least double the width of that little one we have. Kloss, it's interesting. He's got this one here. I didn't know until we were driving over here, but the rear axles, they turn as well. That caught me off guard a little bit. Like, you watch when we turn in, the axles actually turn as well, which is kind of interesting. So let's turn these around, and yeah, let's get this thing fired up. Oh, that's better. Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to see. Like I said, the center line windrow, instead of having the ones that go down the sides, so much more efficient, I find, and a little bit easier to use. That's way better. Then we can just kind of drive right down the middle. Well, if we can tell where we were, where we cut, we go right down the middle, we're good to go then. But yeah, that's like 10 times better. Oh man. All right, so I'm gonna finish windrowing this up, and that's really the end of the work for today. So we'll have to go back, and maybe tomorrow we can come back and see if this is turned to hay. It should be. I mean, it's not quite warm enough, but we do have a good breeze coming through here, so hopefully it dries this out. That's all we're waiting on now. Oh, morning, folks. Well, afternoon, actually. Hay is cured enough, so we can actually pick this up now. Let's go. Let's get to work on this stuff and get her done. I need to get this food picked up fast as I can, to be honest, so we can move on with our day here. Let's get this out of here. Oh, it's a little tight in here. Just a little bit tight. There we go. You know what? This is not the most powerful tractor for this job either, which is part of the problem. I mean, it's a fairly big setup we got going on here, and it's gonna be a bit of a pain to unload it all, but that's kind of a thing. So make sure we unfold all this stuff first. There we go. That looks good, and we should be able to fire that up now. It looks good, looks good, looks good. Yes. All right, hay inbound. Nice. All right, there we go, guys. We'll be able to get a bunch of hay off this. It's we're gonna be able to get some hay off this. Let's be perfectly honest here. We're not gonna get that much. We're not gonna really get that much hay, are we? It's all right. Anyways, we're gonna get so we'll get some food off this at least for our livestock. We should have enough now, at least for the rest of the summer. I hope. I'm really hoping this is enough for the rest of the summer. Man, I think it's good with that big field. I think we should be good. This little field here, I don't know if this would get us through or not, but it's better than nothing. Come on, get around there, nice and easy. Like this is just it's just an awkward little spot. The other problem I'm gonna have to try to when we dump this off is gonna be a bit of a fight as well. But at least we're going in expecting that, right? I don't know how he would have done this. Like this is just not an easy setup for this little field. I guess he probably didn't even do this field. Who knows what fields he actually did this with? But trying to maneuver this whole system around this field, yeah, there's got to be better ways to do this. I mean, yeah, it works over here on that smaller field, not so much. This is a lot better. Like we can just kind of cruise now, way easier. Oh, man, loving it. Let's see if we can get around this corner. You know what? We're not going to get too much. I mean, we had what, 30%? We'll have probably 100% by the time we get close to the end. We'll get maybe 2 bins, maybe 2.5 bins full by the time we get this whole field done. You know what? That's not bad, but I hope that's enough to get us through the summer. That's going to be the question: is how much are these goats and sheep going to eat? It seems like they're not eating much out of the field anymore. They were starving this morning when we showed up. We had to go drop some more of the hay off that we had left in that hay loft. And I think we're pretty much empty there now. All right, guys, in order to dump this bin off, I'm going to disconnect the pickup unit, and we'll just take the bin itself. I don't want to try to move that whole unit into that hay loft area. You guys have seen the hay loft, right? Like it's a really kind of a tight spot to get into, and I don't really feel like messing about trying to get this whole thing like a train backed up in there. I can't back up one trailer. I mean, best driver in farm sim. I could have done it, no problem. I could have done it, no problem at all. Would have been fine. I mean, yeah, there's tons of space here. We could have gone around, right? Look at this space here. This is crazy. Okay, if we can just kind of squeeze this in right in there, and excellent. In we go. I like it. Perfect. There she goes, guys. Emptying all out. Perfect. Look at that. All right, hay inbound. Good. Hay's going back into our barn. That should keep our animals happy for a bit, folks. Excellent. Well, I've got a bunch more to go pick up. That's going to do it for us today. Oh, man, hanging out with the goats. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, you guys know what to do. Slap that like, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. From Dalton Valley, hanging out with my goats and my sheep. This is Clutch. Over and out. Hey, buddy. You guys are crazy.